Hey, love. Welcome to No Matcha, No Mama, the podcast where we pour a little matcha and a whole lot of truth. Each week, I sit down with someone I admire, founders, healers, creatives, and friends, and we sip a matcha I've made just for them based on what they love. I like to do everything with intention, from the ingredients in your cup to the conversations that we have. And this show is more than just about talking. It's about exploring how we can truly thrive through all the mess and magic of being human. Here we start with matcha because how we start matters. Hi.
Hi.
Today I'm sitting down with Dr. Toni Weinrit. She's a licensed acupuncturist who specializes in facial rejuvenation and holistic beauty. She combines traditional Chinese medicine with modern techniques like facial acupuncture, which would be like cosmetic acupuncture,
right,
and microneedling to help people achieve a more natural, lasting radiance from within. And her approach is all about restoring balance, supporting the body's own healing energy, and redefining what it means to age gracefully. So I'm so excited to have you here to talk about all the things.
Thank you. That was a great intro.
You're welcome. So I made you a matcha.
Thank you.
And it's just unsweetened with cashew milk. And because matcha is what I do to start my day. So I was wondering.
It's delicious.
I'm good. I was wondering if there is something that you do every morning to start your day. Like, what's one ritual for you?
Well, I've definitely started waking up earlier. Mm-hmm. Quiet time.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't rush out the door. I need time to myself. So
meditation?
I meditate in the morning. I also do so at night before I go to sleep. Mm-hmm. And just quiet, like having my coffee, especially if I can get outside and get some sunlight in my eyes. That's what I want. No phone, no checking emails, none of that. Just quiet time before I rush out the door.
Love it. I love quiet time. I don't get much quiet time in the morning.
No, probably not with two little kids.
No, I have to wake up a little bit earlier. And even when I do that,
it's hard.
It's unpredictable when they're going to wake up. So like this morning, I woke up at 6 and they weren't awake yet.
Nice.
But then 10, 15 minutes into my meditation, they were awake.
But at least you got those 10 or 15 minutes.
Yes, I was very lucky to get those 10 or 15 minutes. So I am grateful for that, for sure. But some days I just don't get that at all.
You got to do the best you can with what you got.
Which is why I still just rely on my matcha for my ritual. So I want to talk a little bit about your background, like how you got to where you are, what inspired you to get on this path of holistic medicine and acupuncture, and just like give me all the
stuff,
all things.
I grew up in New York State, about an hour north of the city. I went to school, did my undergraduate for international affairs. I went to George Washington in DC, but I felt uninspired by it. So I spent my 20s and my 30s kind of not really loving any of the jobs that I had. I was living in San Francisco and I was having a crisis. I was involved in a romantic relationship with someone who was not good, not healthy for me. I hated the job I was in. It was just all around bad, which I think happens to a lot of women, especially
in their 20s
and 30s.
Yes.
So that was me. And I ended up, while I was in San Francisco, finding this most amazing doctor who got me started in acupuncture, got me going.
You started seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
Seeing them for acupuncture. I had someone as a therapist, like all of these new things. I started going to yoga regularly. And I was just thinking about my life and what I wanted to do moving forward because what I was doing wasn't working.
Right.
And I had loved the acupuncture I was receiving there so much. I left San Francisco, went home to New York for about 6 months to a year. And then I started acupuncture school and never looked back.
I love that. And did you know that you wanted to do more cosmetic, or that, I guess,
I didn't know that
what got you there?
You know, if you ask my mom, I was a weird little kid. And I definitely remember in elementary school, there was a brief time where I wanted to be a dermatologist. That faded. But then when I got to acupuncture school, they didn't offer cosmetics. I went to Emperor's here in Santa Monica. They didn't at the time offer cosmetics, but I found someone online and she was doing it. I was so inspired. Dr. Elizabeth Tratner, she's in Miami. She's still practicing. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like, what if we could give women options to age naturally instead of putting fillers in their faces if they don't want them, or Botox if they don't want them? What are the other options? So I started looking for teachers on my own. I found a few that were great, and I just started practicing outside of school on my own. And once I graduated and got board certified, I just knew this is what I wanted to focus my practice on.
Well, I love that because I think it's important to have another option because there are so many women, I'm sure, that don't want to use Botox or filler.
100%. But I think we're also living in a very strange time because, I blame everything on social media, but we're constantly, all of us are constantly online and we're looking at women with filters.
Yes.
And a ton of makeup on and a ton of things that they've done to their faces.
It's not what they actually look like.
It's not real life. Women have lines and marks and you can see their pores and that's okay.
Yeah.
But especially I'm Gen X. So I definitely think I worry about younger generations who especially they're on Zoom. They went to school on Zoom. Everything was online and they're just stuck looking at their faces all day long.
And that might not be an accurate depiction of what they look like.
Yes. And I'm not sure that's healthy to spend so much time focused on what you look like on the outside.
Right.
So, it breaks my heart when I hear women in their early 20s who have already had a ton of filler or a ton of Botox. Not because I'm anti those things, just because at that age, your face hasn't even really settled yet.
No. Also, you probably don't even have the lines or anything to need it.
You don't.
Or think that you need it. Sorry.
They're doing it as preventative, and I'm just not sure that's the way to go.
Right.
So, yeah, if I can help anybody say, okay, well, I don't need to do this, or I don't need to do this yet. There's other things I can do.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Are you... So let's just talk about Botox because we started talking about it a little bit. So it's obviously become normalized in the beauty culture.
100%.
But what are your general thoughts on it?
So I never shame anybody if they're getting it. I feel women have so much pressure on themselves these days anyway. Let's not pile on.
No.
I just want people to have all the information before they make that decision. Personally, I've never had it. Never. I can't imagine any time that I would have it. It's just so far out of the realm of what I think I'm comfortable with. But again, if someone's getting it, that's okay as long as they understand what it's doing. And from a Chinese medicine perspective, it's not great. What it's doing is freezing the muscle. That's why you don't have lines because nothing's moving in your face. And as a Chinese medicine doctor, health is movement. So we don't want that freezing. We want to increase blood circulation and flow. We want your muscles to move.
Does it affect the qi?
Absolutely. It blocks it. So when you're getting Botox or any neurotoxin injected into your face, it's stopping and freezing things. So as a Chinese medicine doctor, what that means to me is that now your energy isn't flowing through that spot the way it should be. Blood flow isn't going the way it should be.
Right.
And that is dis-ease for us.
Causes the stagnation.
Absolutely, which can lead to other issues down the line, whether that's health issues or emotional issues. There's a blockage in your body, and that's going to lead to something you don't want down the road.
Does it, because I've heard a little bit about it can cause muscle atrophy.
Yes.
And so it causes your muscles to stop functioning.
Yes.
In those places?
It can.
It can.
Again, I've heard the same things. I've had a few patients who've come to me. They've been on Botox for 10 or 15 years. They decided they don't want it anymore. They don't like the way it's making their face look, whatever their issue is. They come to me and we start working on it because those muscles that they haven't used for the last 15 years don't really know how to work anymore. So that's my job, is to go in there with needles and motor points and try to trigger those muscles to start working again and doing what they're supposed to.
So is it possible to come back from something like
Absolutely.
that? Through facial acupuncture?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there another modality to have it come back, or is that kind of the way to trigger?
In my opinion, I think that's the way to trigger it, is to go in there with acupuncture needles and just start working on the muscles and trying to get them to engage again.
You talked a little bit about how you don't shame people for Botox, but do you think that there's a place for Botox in a more mindful and holistic approach to
And
beauty?
I would say at least half, if not more, of my patients still get Botox or still get filler. They just don't do it as often. And I think that's the key. And especially if you are going to get Botox, find a doctor who's really good and understands that more does not equal better. Just do a little bit. A little bit will go a long way. So yeah, like I said, most of my patients still get Botox, but what I'm doing is working on the health of the skin. And that's something that Botox and filler can't do. So when they're coming for cosmetic acupuncture, they're not just coming because they have a wrinkle or they have, lines or marks on their faces. We're also working on their digestion and their sleep and their stress and their cycle and everything else that goes along with being a person in the world.
Right.
So after doing a series of cosmetic acupuncture treatments, yes, your face will look better, but you will feel better. And to me, that's the best part of it. That's the gold star, right?
Of course, it's feeling good.
It's feeling good. And if you feel good, you look better.
Really? Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. If you see somebody, we call it Shen in Chinese medicine.
Shen?
The Shen. It's like your spirit. So if I'm looking at you and talking to you and you feel really good and you're happy in your body and you feel strong and rested, you're going to have a glow to you. You're going to have a little sparkle in your eyes. And that's your Shen. So that's going to come through.
Right.
And who doesn't want that?
I think everybody
wants that.
Who doesn't want to glow?
Right?
You want your skin to glow. That's what people are looking for when they get facials and all of the things.
Exactly. So we get you to glow from the inside out.
I think that's more beautiful.
I do too.
So you have not tried it.
I haven't.
What trends are you noticing between the different generations? So like younger people versus older people and people opting out versus not opting out.
I've definitely seen younger and younger people starting the fillers and the Botox earlier, which I mentioned.
Yes.
Which is disturbing to me. But I think older millennials and people Gen X are kind of easing off of it a little bit and either cutting it out or cutting back and looking for alternatives like microneedling, like cosmetic acupuncture.
And can you talk a little bit about what do you think is driving those choices to not? What do you think is driving?
It's a hard thing. So I can speak only from the patients I've treated.
Yeah.
They have decided that they don't like the way long-term use of Botox and fillers was making their faces look.
Oh.
And I mean, this is not based in fact, but I mean, we live in LA, right?
Yeah.
You, and I know you have, you see women who've been using these things for a really long time. They all kind of start to look the same. They all have the same look. And I think people are missing their real faces and missing their expressions and missing how beautiful they are.
Right, because they all start to kind of
look the same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different beauty trends, obviously. What, like from gua sha, red light therapy, facial taping, and lymphatic drainage, what treatments do you think work versus don't work, and why? With your experience, obviously, using them. I love using them.
Yeah, I love red light therapy. I think it's really good. You have to be consistent with it. There's some really good masks out there for home use. They're expensive, but if you're consistent with them, I think they do a wonderful job. Gua sha, I like a lot. Obviously, I'm a Chinese medicine doctor. We invented it, so I love it. But again, you have to be consistent with it. And what I love about gua sha, it's a moment for you. So if you can take 5 minutes in your day to just put a little oil on your face and do gua sha, that's like a nice quiet moment for you to reflect. Cold plunges.
No, face taping.
Face taping. Okay. I personally don't like face taping.
Why not?
I've tried it. I don't like, there's different kinds. I just didn't like the adhesive on my face. I didn't like sleeping with it. I didn't like the way it felt. I have some patients who swear by it and love it. I think personally, it's one of those things that if you do it while you're doing it, it's going to work. But as soon as you stop.
Yeah. That's interesting because I do it.
Do you? Okay. So tell me.
I have I think it's a Japanese kinesiology tape that I bought from this woman online who literally all she does is put out videos of face taping. And I forget her name. It's escaping me right now. But I notice that if I consistently do it, it works.
Yeah.
But if I take 2 to 3 days off,
it's all back.
It's all back.
Yeah.
So if you want it to work, you literally have to do it every single night.
Right. So
you have to be so consistent, which I've been doing, and it works in that regard, but
life gets in the way sometimes.
Right. You can't always do it.
So things like that, I definitely think before an event or something, you have something big coming up in a week, do it for a week.
Yeah.
make a huge difference. If you have one of those at-home new faces, which uses to stimulate your muscles, again, those work, but you have to use it every day. And once you stop, it stops working. So yes, they do work, but once you stop, you have to know that it's just your face is going to go back to what it normally is.
Right, because it's not getting stimulated in that same way. And if you,
exactly.
That makes sense. Just like the face tape. If it's not getting smooth consistently, it stops.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was actually interesting because I didn't think that it was going to work. And then I started to notice when I stopped that it did work. But then once I didn't do it,
it came right back. Yeah.
Like just 2 days.
Yeah. Did the tape bother you at all while you were sleeping in it?
Yeah, I sleep in it. I actually tried the frownies, the ones that really stick to your face, and those bothered my skin.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, they're very, very strong.
Super itchy and really constrictive. But then I tried this other one and I can barely feel it on my skin. It does not irritate my skin. Great. So
if you like doing it, keep doing it.
Yeah, might as well.
It's not going to hurt you.
No, it doesn't. And I know the adhesive is not toxic, so because I looked into it, so I'm okay with that.
Great.
So aside from your facial acupuncture, what are things that you recommend to your clients to continue doing so that they help, at home, to help them continue to age more gracefully?
Like I said, it starts on the inside. So nutrition is number one. If someone comes to me about cosmetic acupuncture, we're going to go through their lifestyle. What are they eating? What are they drinking? What's their sleep like? All of these things affect your skin. So you can come to me every week for the rest of your life. But if you're not taking care of things at home by eating good food, by exercising, it's going to be for nothing. Same thing, make sure you're using sunscreen all the time.
Are there any particular foods that you either recommend people incorporate more into for the skin health or stay away from for skin health?
Whole foods, always. If you can get good quality fish, the omega-3s are going to help you tremendously. Berries, blueberries, blackberries, those are really, really good for our skin. Avocado, fats, those are excellent for our skin. They plump us up. So any of those. And to avoid, I hate promoting restriction just in general. I don't think that's a good idea. But try not to eat a lot of processed foods. Try not to eat a lot of sugar. Alcohol is really drying. And you can have a drink and wake up the next day and you can see it on your face.
Really?
Especially as you get older.
Yeah, I don't really drink anymore. So
yeah, neither do I. And it's because it just doesn't make me feel good. And you can see it. You wake up and your face just looks sallow and just not great. So just avoid those general things and just incorporate more whole foods.
This is conversation that I have a lot is the processed foods just don't really.
They don't agree with us.
No. We're not supposed to be eating.
No, and they're engineered to make us crave them and want more and more and more of them, unfortunately. But if you can wean yourself off of that, whole foods are really they do a world of good for us. Yeah,
I agree with that. I want to talk a little bit about facial acupuncture in general. For someone who's never tried it, can you walk us through what the session looks like?
Absolutely. So if you've never had it, you come in first, you have an intake. We go through your skin health history, your regular health history, and then we start. And I cleanse your face. I put body needles in to balance anything else that's going on. And then we put specialized needles into your face. Once those needles are in, I put an LED light system over you. That sits on you with the needles for about 20, 25 minutes. I come back, I take those out. I put a serum or an oil on your face, and then we do gua sha. That's just the regular basic.
Right. You also do microneedling, right?
Yes.
Do you think that's more effective than the cosmetic acupuncture? Or what is your...
I think they work really well together. Which I know probably isn't the answer you want.
No, it's the answer. Whatever you're going to tell me.
In my opinion, my patients who get the most dramatic results are the ones who come once a month for the microneedling and in the off weeks get cosmetic acupuncture.
Can you tell me a little bit about what microneedling does for the skin?
Sure. It's very similar to cosmetic acupuncture. What I'm doing is I'm creating a lot of little micro traumas in the skin. And what that's doing is stimulating your immune response to create collagen and elastin. The foundations of our skin is collagen and elastin. As we get older, that's what goes, and that's what gives us sagging and wrinkles and lines. So we're building that. It takes our bodies between 8 to 10 weeks to build collagen and elastin on its own, which is why you don't see immediate results.
Which is why you have to keep doing it.
Yes.
Ah, that makes sense.
So I always say this, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, I think of it like slow medicine. It's not, we live in a world where we want results right away. For example, if you go get Botox, in 24 to 48 hours, you have a new face with no lines. Cosmetic acupuncture, microneedling does not work that way. You have to have patience and you have to be consistent. But if you are, you will get really great results.
That makes a lot of sense. And also, though, like, we live in a society where people just want instant gratification
100%.
For a lot of things.
Yes.
And I just wonder what's perpetuated that. And what's driving that? Because I know you don't have the answer. I'm just saying out loud that it's interesting that people, like the things that are more I had actually spoke to someone about this recently. The things that challenge us or the things that are challenging, people kind of stay away from because they're uncomfortable with that challenge, right?
Yeah.
They want something right away.
Right.
And if they don't get it right away, they shy away from it.
Or they want to be great at something right away.
Yeah.
They don't want to know. They don't know they have to put the work in, whether that's for whatever.
Yeah.
It takes time. Everything takes time.
Yeah. And I'm not docking the people that want the instant gratification because I find myself even sometimes wanting instant gratification. It's something that I think all of us humans want. But I just wish that there was something that would help people understand more that the things that are more challenging are actually the things that are worth having.
Yes. 100% I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is for that, but there's got to be something.
There's got to be something. Just making that awareness. Maybe people will start thinking about it more.
You know, it is funny though. I notice as I get older, I want less. Like what's really important to me is not, for example, going to Europe and going to like 6 countries as quick as I can.
Right.
I want to go sit someplace with friends and have long, slow meals and
you slow down.
Slow down. And that to me is where I think it's really at. It's being the privilege and being able to slow down and just be with people, your community, whether it's friends or family, whoever gives you joy. Yeah. And just slow down.
Well, it's being in the present moment.
Right.
People that are like, go, 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 want the instant gratification.
They're never in the moment.
No, and look, I find myself even in those moments too. And it's interesting that you're talking about slowing down because I've recently felt a very big shift that like I want to slow down because I find myself moving too quickly through life. And because I move too quickly, it causes my stress to rise more frequently than I want it to. And so there's this very stressed out version of me that gets triggered very often, even just when I'm trying to leave the house with my kids.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel that way anymore. I want to be able to slow down and be okay in that stillness and maybe be a little bit late to things when I don't want to be. But like it's okay to be a little bit late, right? People won't hate me.
No.
But we just live in this society where like we feel this pressure, this need to like move and go, 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 go.
Always.
But I now feel the need to do the very opposite of that.
Yeah.
And that kind of feels like having that, I had like an aha moment. I was working with my life coach about it and I had this aha moment about it. And it's just kind of feels like freeing in a way that I can let go of that part of myself or at least try to.
Right. Well, now that you know that that feels good to you, you can start to create boundaries around that and start to work and create the life that will give you that slowness. It's a hard thing though, especially we're living in a major city. How do you grow your business and grow your life and get the things you want if you take a step back? That's scary, right? It's like, oh, if I don't keep doing it, it's going to go away.
Well, I think there's also like a way to do all of that while also slowing down. I don't mean like slowing down and not try to get the things that I want. Right. I'm talking about personally. I'm talking about like being able to be okay, like just slowing down my energy a little bit, like not feeling that frantic, stressed like version of myself come online.
Yeah. You know what's really good for that?
What?
Acupuncture.
It sure is.
It's like the number one thing it does.
No, it does.
It calms you down.
It literally works so well.
It's also, think about how many of us get a full hour where we're not on our phones. And you come into acupuncture, the phone's got to stay outside. Like this is your hour, whether it's cosmetic acupuncture, regular acupuncture, you just need to be. And it's funny, for some people who've never had it, the first few times is really difficult. And it's interesting
to not be on their phone.
Yes, it's interesting to watch them be like, I'm just laying here now for 45 minutes. Yeah, that's it.
I was inspired by Chloe Gaynor, who I had on the podcast a couple weeks ago. Have you heard of the brick?
Yes.
I just bought it.
People have been talking to me about this.
I just bought it.
Tell me,
and
is it
I lock
great?
myself out of social media, and it is the best thing. Because I find myself reaching for my phone and immediately going into a social media app. And I'm like, this feels like I'm addicted. Like I'm addicted to my phone.
Exactly.
And if I can block myself from it, maybe I won't reach for my phone as often. And it's incredible.
It's great.
I needed the boundary. If you ever find yourself needing it, you should check it out.
I've been doing no phone Sundays. Where I go out and run errands. I take a walk. I don't bring my phone with me.
Oh, see, I need to bring my phone with me
Well,
because my car.
You also have small children. So if they're not with you, you need to be able to be reached. I don't have small children, but I've loved it.
That sounds lovely.
I was a little anxious like the first couple of times, but
when you're not with your phone, there's this weird,
which is a problem, right?
Attachment to it. Yes,
exactly.
You're like, where's my phone?
Right.
That's the thought. If I don't know where it is, I'm like, where is it? As if I like need to be on it.
Exactly.
Which I don't.
None of us do.
No.
Yeah.
Because that brings us out of the present moment. It's back to the slowing down, right? As you're not present and you're not with the people. You're not with the people that you love and being there for what matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, we just went on a tangent about
it's okay.
slowing down. What kind of, so back to the cosmetic acupuncture and microneedling, what kind of results have you seen in like those 10 sessions with some of your clients?
So I think it's really important to have expectations, to not have inflated expectations. I get women who come in to me, older women who come in, and the first thing they do is they go to pull back their face. They say, I want this.
So you want a facelift?
Exactly what I tell them. I said, you don't need me. You need a plastic surgeon.
Like, I'm not going to be able to lift your skin.
Right. We can't do this. So I think having managed expectations is really important. So we have, normally if someone comes in, we recommend initially a set of 10 treatments, spaced either a week apart or twice a week for 5 weeks. And the reason we do that is because acupuncture, whether it's regular acupuncture or cosmetic acupuncture, it's cumulative. So the benefits are felt over time. Coming in and getting one, you'll leave, you'll feel good, and you'll have a little glow in your face, but it's not going to get lasting results. So after 10, you should have lasting results. If you're younger, you probably only need to come back for maintenance a few times a year. And then maybe in 2 years, you do another 10. If you're older, if you're in your 40s or your 50s, if you have a lot of damage, if you've been a smoker your whole life and you have those lines around your mouth, a lot of sun damage, you're probably going to need more than just the initial 10. You might need 20. And then after that, maybe maintenance every month. But you will get results. I usually say you can expect to look 4 or 5 years younger in a photo than you did before.
And is it always targeting the lines, or you're mostly just trying to like boost the collagen and elastin in the skin?
It depends on what the person's coming in for.
Okay.
So there's different options. If someone's coming in and they're having sagging in jowls, what we do is we usually use electronic stimulation to target those muscles, to contract them and try to make them lift.
And you do that through the acupuncture, the stim?
Yes.
Okay.
So we put needles in and then we attach it to an e-stim machine and it activates the muscles. If someone's coming in, they have a lot of hyperpigmentation from too much sun damage, then I'm going in with specialized needles right into where that damage is and really breaking up that skin and trying to decrease the hyperpigmentation.
Are you also recommending microneedling for those people who have
Yes.
hyperpigmentation too?
Yes. And I also think microneedling is one of the greatest things for our skin, honestly.
I've gotten it twice and my face looks amazing afterwards.
Right? It's really good. I think it's beneficial for almost everybody. So I think people should start working that into their beauty routines, even if they are getting Botox and filler and they don't really want cosmetic acupuncture. If they can start doing the microneedling, it's going to make a huge difference.
Well, because we're also going back to what you said earlier is Botox, yes, that makes you look younger, but you're not addressing the health of your skin.
Yeah.
You're not, so that's why you're saying people who are getting those things might also want to consider these other avenues just to make sure that their skin
Exactly.
looks more vibrant.
And I can tell you, I have a lot of patients who are in the entertainment industry, and almost all of them get Botox and filler. It's just they're on screen, they have to.
Right.
The ones who get microneedling and cosmetic acupuncture, they have a glow to them that the others don't.
Right.
So I really think even if you're getting Botox, consider getting the cosmetic acupuncture and the microneedling because it's going to make you feel better.
Yeah. Well, because acupuncture just makes you feel great.
It does.
We said, we can keep saying
It turns
that.
on your parasympathetic nervous system.
It's incredible.
It makes you rest. It's so good for you.
Yes.
And also my goal, I mean, I hate to drag her into this, but Kris Jenner, I know we've all seen her facelift. Great. I'm not interested in making a 60 or 70-year-olds look like they're 30.
Right.
That's not.
And you can't even do that.
No. And that's not what I want at all. I want to make you look and feel as good as you possibly can for your age.
Yeah.
There's a weird thing about aging in this country.
There's
in
a
Western
very weird
society
thing
in
about
general.
aging. We're kind of taught that aging in the way that we should is not really acceptable.
Well, as women, right, our value is tied to our youth and our beauty.
Yeah.
Or so they say. I can tell you I'm 50 years old.
You look great. Your
felt,
skin looks amazing.
Thank you.
For 50,
I've
wow.
never felt better. I've never felt better. I don't want to be 22 again. It was a nightmare.
I
oh my gosh.
agree with you. I actually think that getting older and wiser and more comfortable in our skin is so liberating.
100%.
That I wouldn't go back to my 20s.
No.
Ever.
No. I worked really hard for the lines around my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I put in the time. I don't want them to go away.
Right.
But again, you can look great for your age. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No. But yeah, there is a very weird thing about aging.
Yeah.
That I don't have an answer for.
No, how do we fix that? I don't like it. I think it's getting better.
Yeah. Well, I think more people are becoming more awake to the other possibilities.
Yeah.
And what do you, I mean, I'm going to ask another question about Botox because this is still something that I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
What is it, how does it break down through your body? Because I know that obviously it's injected into your skin.
Yeah.
And then it's localized. So it kind of stays wherever you put it in. But then how does your body get rid of it? Do you know?
This is not my area of expertise,
Okay, that's
unfortunately. I think that's probably a medical doctor question. But I would say most of the things in our bodies, and Botox is a toxin.
Right.
Or any neurotransmitter, it's a toxin. So it's going to get broken down and go through your liver and your kidneys.
Okay.
And our livers are already overworked just being alive in 2025 and all
Being
the
exposed.
toxins. Yes, in the air, the food we eat, the water we drink. So it's just putting an extra stress on the liver.
Right.
Which we don't need.
No. Not really.
No.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about plasma or PRF. Can you just talk a little bit about what those things are? Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it for your patients? Is that something that you do?
I can't. Acupuncturists cannot do PRP or PRF.
Okay.
You need a medical doctor supervising or doing it because they're removing blood from you,
Right.
putting it in a centrifuge, and then putting it on your face.
Okay.
I've only heard wonderful things about it. I think it can be really beneficial. I don't know if the results are that much better than doing holistic microneedling, which is what I do.
Okay.
I think the results, if you ask patients, I think the results are pretty similar.
Okay.
Microneedling in general is pretty expensive. PRF or PRP is even more expensive than normal microneedling.
Right.
So just bear that in mind. But
Yeah.
I think there is some really good research behind it, and I think it can be really great for some people.
Okay.
The one thing I will tell people is RF microneedling, which is radio frequency microneedling, don't do it.
What is that?
I will die on this hill.
What is radio frequency
microneedling?
Sorry.
Exactly. It's like, blah. I think it's fading out a little bit. It's microneedling, but they use heat. So they're putting heat into the dermis,
Okay.
which is supposed to tighten your face. That's their claim.
Okay.
The FDA just released a warning about it. And in my experience, I have gotten so many patients coming to me after the RF microneedling because it did not do what they said. 6 months down the road, their face is actually sagging more than it was. Because you're going to someone who's maybe not trained the way they should be. It's really popular at med spas. So they're going to someone who probably shouldn't be doing it to them.
Right.
They're going too deep into the skin. They're destroying the fat pads in the skin. What gives people their youthful appearance is having a little bit of fat in your face.
Right.
Think about little kids.
Yeah.
Little kids have those chubby cheeks. You just want to squish them. That's what gives us a youthful appearance. And when you destroy that fat, all of a
Your
sudden,
skin sags.
everything is sagging. And all of a sudden, you look 10, 15 years older than you did 6 months ago. And you're like, what in the heck just happened?
Right.
So I urge people not to do the RF microneedling. Some doctors, if you go to a really skilled doctor, and I say doctor, don't go to a med spa.
Yeah.
Go to a doctor who's really good at it. I think you can have some good results. But in general, I think there's other options. Do the PRP or PRF. Do holistic microneedling. You can get great results and you don't have to involve the damaging heat.
That sounds really scary.
It is scary.
Like you're basically like melting the fat off your face?
Yes.
Is that what it is basically?
Pretty much.
Why would you want to do that?
Because they're going too deep. They shouldn't be going that deep. And they're going into a layer that they shouldn't be, and they're destroying the fat layer. And it's really not great. So don't mess with it.
People who people who are a little too skinny and their faces don't have anything here.
Right.
They look older.
Do you remember a couple years ago when people were having their buccal muscles removed?
What?
Okay. So let's get into this.
Sure.
Your buccal muscle, which is like like this part, your chubby cheeks, like here.
Yes. Okay.
There were several famous people who were having that removed, so they would have like super defined cheekbones, like crazy. The problem with society's crazy.
Wow.
The problem with that is you need that fat. You need that buccal fat that keeps, again, youthful appearance. So what's going to happen to these women, and it was mostly women, a few years down the road is when they actually start to age, because women in their 20s and early 30s were getting this done. All of a sudden, they're just going to be skin and bones, and they're going to have to get now another procedure
to put fat in their face.
To put filler and fat things back in to give them that youthful appearance again. So, yeah, keep the fat in your face. We need fat in our faces.
Well, and that's why people get filler, because their face is sagging.
Exactly.
So, like, if you remove the fat from your face, you're going to have to put it back.
Exactly.
That is what filler is.
It's exactly what filler is
doing. That's why it was
doing.
invented.
It's exactly what filler is doing. As we age, so there's something called like the triangle of youth. I hope I don't get this wrong. But when we're going to find out, I fact check it, hopefully. When we're young, there's a triangle in your face. The triangle's upside down. So it comes to a point at your chin.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is all full, and it comes to a nice pretty point at your chin. As we age, that reverses. So things start to drag and pull down.
And the point is up here.
Yes. And then all of a sudden it's hollow.
Yeah.
And things are sagging. You get jowls. You get, the grandma look.
Yes.
All of that. So that's why people use filler, to prevent that from happening. But if you are good and take care of your skin and don't remove your fat from your face, then you should be able to age and not get that weird hollowed out look.
Well, yeah. And that also if people get too skinny too.
Right. The GLP-1 face everyone's been talking about lately, right? You lose weight too quickly and all of a sudden you look really hollowed out.
Yeah.
So, listen, it's hard to be a woman. We can't, no matter what we do, we're going to get criticized for it.
For sure.
So again, anything you do, just make sure that you're well informed and make the best decision for you. And realize that whatever you do, you're going to have to live with. And I don't know.
You only have one face.
You only got one face. It's the same thing. Have you heard about the preventative mini facelifts that have been going on?
No, what are those? Tell me about them. You know so many things that I don't know about.
Women in their 20s, mid-20s, and early 30s are going in for preventative facelifts.
Why?
Again, this just makes me so sad.
Well, because if you take too much skin, eventually you're not going to have skin.
Right. So if you're getting, say you're getting a facelift, a mini facelift at 35, facelifts don't last forever, by the way.
Yeah, you have to get more.
Right, maybe 10 years. So what's going to happen at 45? You're going to get another? And then at 55, 65?
Eventually you won't be able to get another one.
You only have so much skin.
Yeah.
So you really have to be careful with all of these things. I just try not to go under the knife too early. That's my advice. Don't go under the knife if you can prevent it.
That's wild. 35 feels really young.
It is very young. And you know
that would
what?
be like me going to get a facelift.
And you don't need that.
No.
100%.
I would never do that right now.
No. And that, my question is, what doctors, why are you agreeing to do this? Right? Is it just, it's a money thing? Because facelifts are expensive.
They are.
Very expensive.
And a mini one, I guarantee, is not that much less expensive.
No, it's not going to be
probably
cheap.
the same cost.
Right.
It's just a mini one because...
Right. So it sounds cute. And now I'm going to charge you the same amount of money.
They're marketing that. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm getting a mini facelift.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a lot of patients who have come to me after their facelifts to make the facelifts that's a lot.
Last longer.
Facelifts last longer. Acupuncture is good at that too. Keep stimulating the muscles and keep things going. And hopefully that facelift will last, 15
Longer.
or 20 years.
Yeah. And they won't have to get it.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think there are any myths or like limitations to be aware of before starting any of these like more natural treatments?
Again, expectations, you're not going to have a brand new face. You're just going to look great for your age. You're not going to look 20 years younger. Just know that going in. Go to someone who has experience and training in this.
Because if you just do if you administer regular acupuncture, you can't automatically administer the cosmetic in your face, right?
Right. And you also, you have to go to someone, they're asking you questions. The reason we go through health histories because there's things we need to know, and there are some contraindications. So that's why you need someone who understands what they're doing. Just being an acupuncturist does not necessarily mean that you know how to do cosmetic acupuncture. Technically, sure, you can put needles in someone's face and call it cosmetic acupuncture.
But it might not be.
No, it's really complicated. You have a lot of facial nerves and a lot of facial muscles, and the way they come together is really important to learn how to treat that. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money away.
How often do you put needles in your own face?
I try to do it once a week. I'm not always great about it. Microneedling I do on myself once a month.
Okay.
And I try to do cosmetic acupuncture on myself at least twice a month. It's nice if you can get it done by somebody else because then you get the full treatment. It's different. But we're all busy. I do what I can in between patients.
Yeah.
Have you had facial sculpting or a buccal massage done?
No. I've had my postpartum doula did massages on me and she went into my mouth and massaged, but that's the only thing.
Those are really good too.
Yeah. So getting the massages in the mouth.
Yeah.
Is that good for your skin?
100%.
Why?
So I do a sculpting facial, and at the end we go into the buccal. And what I'm doing is I'm moving the lymph. So we start lower on the body. There's no needles involved. It's just moving the lymph and just bringing a glow back into your face. So it's just facial massage and sculpting. We're moving the fascia. So fascia gets stuck. It's that layer between our skin and our muscles, and it just gets stuck. We need to work it out and open it up. So after 45 minutes of massaging your face, then we can go in and start massaging and working the masseter muscle and everything inside your mouth. We hold so much tension here.
Oh yeah, I know.
Whether or not you have TMJ or anything going on with your jaw, you still hold so much tension here that even just relaxing that can make your face look totally lifted and different. And that's in 45 minutes or an hour.
Do you give them?
I love them. Yeah, I love giving them.
So that's something you also offer?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things, actually. It's really meditative for me.
To give them to somebody else?
Yeah. Is that weird?
No.
Maybe.
No. Why is that weird?
Especially because it's so great for relaxing someone's nervous system. And it's just so great to see someone come in looking just tired from life and the day.
And you like reinvigorate them.
And they leave and they have a shine in their eyes and their face is a little bit sculpted.
So that's separate from your cosmetic acupuncture. That's like a different.
I do it all.
But no, like, I mean, in one session.
In one session, I wouldn't do it. It's too much.
Right.
It's too much. I wouldn't do
They're
that.
separate sessions.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But I guess I bring it up only because I want people to know there's options.
Yeah. Well, what other things do you offer? Can you just tell me all the things that you offer at your...
The normal, regular acupuncture, I do specialize in women's health, specifically perimenopause and menopause. Fire cupping, which I love. It's really good for a lot of things. Cosmetic acupuncture, microneedling, the sculpting, and the buccal massage.
What's the difference between like regular cupping and fire cupping?
Fire cupping is traditional.
Okay.
We use fire to create a suction in the cup, which we then stick on your body. Otherwise, you're using like a plastic gun.
Yeah.
I just think the results are better with the fire cup. And traditionally, in Chinese medicine, fire is really, and heat is beneficial. There's reasons we use it. And I just think the results are better.
Fair. Really
and
fair.
I like playing with fire. Maybe that's the better answer.
You're a pyro?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll take that. That's fine. Okay, before we wrap, I just want to leave with a couple reflections. If you could go back, what's one thing you would tell your younger self?
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't have to be one, but...
I think if I could go back and talk to 20-something-year-old Toni, I would tell her to stop tying herself in knots to please other people, whether that is romantic partners or friends, to just be herself and the right people will come into her life.
I love that. I feel like so much... It's hard to, when you're younger, to like feel like you can be who you are if you're not encouraged to be that way.
Yeah.
And then as we get older, we realize being who we are and being authentic is...
That's the magic.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is the magic.
Yeah.
I just feel like in my 20s, I was so worried about trying to figure out who I was. I was bending myself to who this person wanted me to be, who that person wanted me to be. And I wish I could have just been unapologetically who I was.
I think that's really common.
Yeah.
And for people in their 20s.
Yeah, it is tough.
Because
being in your 20s is hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't go back.
No.
Sorry for you 20-year-olds out there that are listening. It does get better.
It does.
I promise.
Although I do miss my ass from my 20s.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, no, I don't want to go back.
So lifted.
So nice.
No,
so
gravity
nice.
hasn't affected it quite yet.
Exactly.
So funny. And looking ahead, is there something you're doing right now that you hope that your future self will thank you for?
Yeah, I've prioritized myself. So what that means for me is going to therapy. I love therapy. Life-changing for me. Making sure I eat mostly really well. Of course, I'm going to go out and have fun with my friends.
We all need to. We all need to live life.
You have to. But in general, I feel like I'm making really good choices in terms of nutrition. And, I'm taking care of this body that I have that I didn't take care of maybe in my 20s and 30s the way I should have. And what that means for me is I'm lifting weights. I'm going to Pilates. I'm doing yoga when I feel like it. It's those things. So hopefully in 10 years, 60-year-old me will be like, thank you.
For sure.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I think if we take care of ourselves, our future selves will thank us for that.
Yeah.
For sure. Because that's why we're
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
Yeah. Aging gracefully and just trying to live longer and be healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, we're talking about longevity so much these days. Of course I want to live as long as possible, but I want to be healthy. I don't want to be 95 years old if I'm stuck in a bed or, God forbid, like you have Alzheimer's or dementia. Like, No, I want to live as long as I can, being as healthy as I can. So the things I'm doing now hopefully will lead me down that path.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there's going to be so much with all these peptides and all of these things.
I'm really excited about that stuff.
That will help people reverse aging at some point. So like, I think that there is a lot out there, and I'm not going to talk specifically about any of them because I also don't want to spread misinformation
and there's
here.
so many.
So I'm just saying, I think that there's a lot of promising options out there that actually might help us reverse our age and potentially live longer than the previous generations. And that's really exciting.
Yeah. Let's be healthy as long as possible.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be like hiking mountains with your grandkids?
Yes.
100%.
That would be amazing.
Right.
Do I want to have energy?
Yes.
For the rest of that's what's it is. I want to have energy and I want to feel good because even these days when I don't have energy or I'm feeling sick or I'm feeling depleted, I don't have the same like gusto for life.
Right.
And so if you think about it, like that's how older people who don't feel as well, who don't have the energy, whose bodies are shutting down, that's how they feel. They don't want to keep living because their bodies aren't functioning optimally.
Right. And that is horrific to me. That is so sad.
I don't want that for myself.
No.
I want to feel good for as long as I can. And then when I stop feeling good, I don't want to be around anymore.
Right. Okay, thanks. It's been fun.
Say bye.
But I've been getting acupuncture, so look how good my skin looks.
So good. Get your facial acupuncture.
Yeah, here you go.
If there's one takeaway.
It's good for everybody.
And go see Toni.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I'm going to end with a little prayer.
Please.
May we carry what we need, release what we don't, and stay open to the magic that is unfolding.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you for sharing your heart and sipping your matcha with me today.
Thank you. I loved being here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening to No Matcha, No Mama. If you love the episode, share with a friend, leave a review, or come say hi on Instagram. My handle is @DinaDL. If you want to connect with my guest, Toni, you can find her on Instagram, Dr. Toni Weinrit, and you can also find her website, The Reset LA. And don't forget to subscribe to my podcast or my YouTube channel if you never want to miss an episode. And remember, thriving takes intention. See you next time.